pretty familiar with Southern California, even though he was raised in New York and had Antigua citizenship at one time. But Rai Benjamin there in the middle in lane number 5, he has already run 44.21 in the flat 400, which he did last week at the Trojan Invitational. That was a lifetime best and also number 2 on the world list this year. What do you think we can expect from Rai today?
Well, based on that 400 meters he ran at USC last week, this could be fast. This could be really big. You know, every time Rai Benjamin and he's come in with a reputation. Every time he races, it is a absolute 100% effort from him. He and both Michael Norman both. You know, they never go out there and none of these races are ever rust busters for them. They're competing always at a really high level. But it'll be interesting to see what Rai can come up with. He was poised last year to win the gold with some injuries to Karsten Warholm, but still could only come away with the silver medal. So he always has a chip on his shoulder, always is after something.
And Rai Benjamin himself was injured during the World Championships. I don't know if you remember, Dan, but he was hobbling big time. And this is Cass Elliott, who, if my mind is not playing tricks on me, ran the 800 at the Brian Clay Invitational last night. Caleb Kavanaugh, one of the top collegians in the country, and also a great relay runner on that on that Georgia 4x4. Dylan Leacock, also a good runner, formerly from New Mexico. A&M's Bryce McCrae. Cherise Hamford, the Academy of the Art, Jared McKelvey on the inside here. The collegiate leader is 49.10. I would think that Caleb Kavanaugh, with the help of Rai Benjamin, could come pretty close to that 49.10. Any predictions for Rai's time, Dan?
No, I think the hope is, and it's tough because, you know, you don't know where the wind's blowing out there, but Tom, you said it best. I think the hope is Rai Benjamin runs really fast and he drags a lot of these college guys to quick times as well. Guys like Caleb Kavanaugh, Bryce McCrae, and Cass Elliott. If he can help those guys get well inside the 50-point marker, it would call that a very successful outing.
Benjamin in 5. The world leader is 48.47 for 2023. Rai Benjamin already a 44.21 in the 400 this season flat, and he looks great, so smooth, beautiful form. And Benjamin is flying so far with nobody absolutely near him. He's already made up the stagger on everybody and just exploding. Look at this margin over a pretty darn good collegiate field. And Rai Benjamin has got something very special going on. Had trouble there. He had trouble there. But fine over that hurdle. Everybody's standing in the crowd. This is a heck of a performance by Rai Benjamin, and he eases in a world leader, 47.45. Officially 47.74. Cass Elliott gets under 50, as you pointed out, Dan. 49.65. Go ahead, Dan.
And this was just beautiful execution by Rai Benjamin. He gets 13 steps in between each hurdle all the way through 8, and then he has to go to 14 where he alternates on the left on the 9th hurdle. But here you see him hit his dominant leg on the 10th, and he just kind of eases up through the line there. You can see the fatigue set in the last 50, 60 meters of that race, but perfectly executed about 8 of those hurdles. He'll look back and have some critiques, but I think he comes out here, runs 47.74, mission accomplished.
Well put. And by the way, the old beat record by Chris Rawlinson of